Hi folks, welcome back to the Carver's Wood Shop. This is Arlene once again. We're going to be doing a bear holding a heart, and I know it's a little late for Valentine's Day, but I got swamped with the storm here that we've had in the northeast here. So, but anyway, I cut this out on a bandsaw. This is kind of what the heart's going to be, and then his arms will be wrapped around it, and then his feet. Okay, so this piece is about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by, oh, let me see here, I'll give you some dimensions here, just about 3 inches. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take a knife. I sharpened these knives today a little bit, and hopefully they'll work. What you need to do is put a center line down the center like we did before with your finger and your pencil, and figure out where the middle is by going on either side and matching up the lines, and then drawing a line all the way around. I sprayed this with a little bit of alcohol and rubbing alcohol and water, just to soften it up just a tad. I have a couple of projects lined up to do, so we'll do this one first. I know it's going to be past Valentine's Day, but oh well. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So what we want to do is just make like a little curvature for his neck on either side, like so. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to first determine how far we're going to go in over here. So say we're going to take out, oh, just maybe a 3/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch out. That's the first thing we're going to do. Okay, we don't want to go too far because we actually want to cut the ears out a little bit on the side. So if I had to cut the ears out, it'd be like over on this side right there. So that's as far as you want to go first. So what you want to do is put a stop cut at the bottom here. Make sure your glove and thumb guard are on. I had fun doing the rabbit. That was a very simple project. I hope you enjoyed the last one. It was really meant for a beginner, but you know folks, if the wood's hard, don't be discouraged. There's ways of taking care of that. I use a mixture of alcohol and water, and now I'm going to just spray some of that on there, because just a tad. You can see how much I'm soaking it up right now. That's alright. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to just take our knife and we're going to start chopping some of this away. See what a difference that is when you make it wet? Okay. Alright, and we're going to follow that. And we're just going to cut that out. Alright, we're just going to go in a little ways. We're not going to go too far. Haven't made one of these really before, so we're going to see what it turns out to be. Your guess is as good as mine, but I have a general idea of what I want done. And that's usually true with any carving I do. I have a general idea of the way I want it to be. I really don't know how it's actually going to look. I have an idea, but it's not really how it's going to be. The end result's kind of a surprise to me, believe it or not. So after we get that cut out to where we want to, next thing we need to do is we need to separate the legs at the bottom. So I'm going to let you do this offline, finish that up, and then what we want to do here is just do a little V cuts, just like so. Okay, now the feet, I'm going to do really nice big feet. So it's going to be pretty large. It's pretty wet. I can't get this to go on there. But see if I can use it. Let me see if I can use this pen here. It's going to be kind of large, okay? Just like so. Okay, try to make a match. I'm going to go this way. It's not good to use a pen, but I'm just using this for now, since it's kind of hard. So that's Make it as even as you possibly can. Alright? What we're going to do is we're going to cut, probably up to about here. Okay? At the bottom. Just so it gives me a reference point. Again, I'm going to go with a little bigger knife, a little heavier knife. Not a good thing to hit the camera, but okay. We're just going to scoop this out. You're just going to keep chopping it on either side. We're almost to the point where I want to be, but I'm going to make it a little bit deeper. Actually, it's got to go kind of flush with the body. If the body comes out like this and the arms come out, it's going to be up to about there. So I would say just about up to there. Alright. So we're just going to keep going down a little further. And just go from side to side. And then try to pry it out a little bit. Just like so. Okay? And you may have to cut a little bit on the top there. Okay. Now a little bit further on this side. Now that's going to be cut in a little further a little bit later. We'll get to that, but that just gives us some reference points. Alright. And the same thing, we're going to continue cutting this out a little bit until we get that where we want it to be. The other thing we want to do is make sure we have that neckline done up. You know, and be careful if you're cutting this way, go the other way from the edge over. Save yourself from slicing yourself in case you slip off. Alright. We'll be back with the next section in just a second.